Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host today, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back to the Banners of Ruin, where last time we kicked the warden's ass, only to learn he is not the final boss of the game and we need to kill that final boss eventually. But I also asked you if there were any of these new challenges that you thought I should do. And the one that was suggested to me was this, the Humble Beginnings. Your starter deck contains only 4 strikes, 3 guards, and a solid footing. And we can only have a maximum of 100 armor. And if we succeed, we get a tower shield. Doesn't seem all that bad to me. So who are we going to be using for this? Well, last time I used a bear and we killed a warden. So let's see what happens when I use a weasel and a weasel. Let us begin. Mentor, modify my deck. Hidden gem, Blackfoot stash. Well, I'm gonna go with interesting 1, 2, 1. So that means there should be something around here. Let's get the mentor, see what happens. Now seems like a good time to take a short rest. There might be something to learn here. We never stop learning. Duplicate a card in your deck. What card do I have to duplicate? Duplicate the solid footing. Why not? Ah, yep, everything exhausts. You know what? Makes sense suddenly. Alright, here we are. The Weasels are ready. The Weasel looks very weird wielding a greatsword. I'm not going to lie. I also just realized we don't have any of the movement cards. But you know, in theory, because of the fact we are kind of very little in cards, we can recycle through our deck really quickly. Especially for something like an experienced strike. It's probably stupid to go for the experienced strike when it gave me the ability to move, but in the informant, negotiate what? The hooded figure looms in the dim light. It seems like they've been expecting you. What's this? As you turn a corner, you find yourself confronted by a weary figure. Their identity masked by a dim light, but their noble birth betrayed by their fine robes. I know why you've come to Dawn's Point. The low, dry voice echoes off the cold stone. I can help you reach him. My family are being held captive in the old town. Help us flee the city and I will arrange you entry into the keep. Find a boat and free my family. Then meet us in the sewers below the royal court. Do as I ask and you will have your blood. You exchange a solemn understanding nod to the old wolf before he sharply hurries off. Fair enough, then. These early bleeds are very annoying. Just because I have to deal with them. Right, what do I get? Another experienced strike. Poison tip. Apply 3 poison. Well, we are the Weasels, and we do like poison. Right, what do we get? Courage, a chance to improve. Plague Doctor, medicines. Wishing Well, random upgrade token. I'll take a chance to improve. Alright, Burrows. +1 stamina, -10 vitality. It's very deadly at this point, at this early in the stage, but so be it. Dogged, decoy, hidden gem. Gain 3 charge. Ooh. I'll just give that to the experienced strike. It gives me more reason to use it every time. Equipment service. The service at the end of this lane will allow you to modify your deck or character's equipment. Hire service. Healing service. Why is that one blue? Okay. This is a lot of ouchies. An awful lot of ouchies. You're both attacking him again. Really? Can you seriously just not lay off? Right, you gained a bit of armor. Good for you. It doesn't help. Glorious. We've all leveled up. Trauma. Apply 4 marked. Okay. No mercy. Shrapnel. Deal 5 damage. If target has charge, more charge than armor, deal 4 times 3 damage. I'm gonna go with the no mercy. Now level us up and give us cards. Let us see how they're going to rank up and become. Unscrupulous. Transform each of your next 3 ruins in your draw pile into Concealed Blade. Don't have any. Acid Burn. Deal 12 damage. If this breaks the target's armor, apply 10 poison. Ha. Incision. Deal weapon damage. If target has bleed, spawn a 0-cost Concealed Blade. Interesting. Currently, the fact it does weapon damage leans me against it, so I'm going to go with the Acid Burn, because that's just a solid 12, and then give you extra stamina. What about you? Slippery. Rotate with target allies. Spawn 2 Concealed Blades. Sure. Why not? I can see that being useful. Boat Merchant. A merchant sits along the fishing crates, barrels, and other miscellanea. In the moonlight sits the very thing you need, a small boat. Okay, sure. You approach the boat merchant who stares through you with glassy, blind eyes. Greetings. What can an old fisher do for you? You explain you need a boat sent to the northern sewers, no questions asked. It doesn't sound like... I don't like the sounds of what you're up to, but the less I knows, the better, he says reluctantly. 150 florins and you'll have your boat. If that don't suit you, I got other stuff to trade. Yeah, sure. Arrange the boat to be sent to the royal court. Why not? Ignore you. And... I can't remember everything involved in the Bargain of Death, but I'll take the sage. You approach the figure, who looks older than the knotted wooden thing he's leaning on. Some florins for a wise fellow. Reroll a talent, remove a card, gain a skill. Why not? Invigorating Blow. Deal 8 damage. If final damage dealt is 13 or more, gain 2 stamina and 4 restoration. Plus, it costs 0. It's just a free attack. That can potentially help a lot. Okay. Brawlers, what do you guys have to say? Nothing to help me. I'm moving on. Loot! I like loot. A crossbow. Ooh, I want to see this, actually. In action. 13 damage and charge. Didn't I give you... No, I didn't give you the ability to... Whatchamacallit. Actually, here's a question. It is two-handed. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was two-handed or not. A crossbow. You would think it would be. But theoretically, you can one-hand a crossbow. Not very effectively, but you can. Let's get some provisions. The hooded figure stops in your path. May the wind always be at your back. I'll take another vanguard, sure. And the road rise up to meet you. Crossroads, Combat. But of course. I don't have much in the way of health, you know. Alright then, what do we have? No mercy. Deal 6 damage to the one with the lowest health. Alright, go. You die and you die. You take so much damage it doesn't matter because you're going to die next turn. There we go. Glorious. Sunder. Deal 5 damage to armor. For every 2 sacks of vulnerable on opponent, deal an additional 15 damage to armor. Okay. Terrible wound. Apply wound. We are otters, and we do rely a lot on dots in the form of either... Whatchamacallit. I'm not actually sure which of these I want. The weapon cache or the intelligence. I think I want the weapon cache. I'm glad I got the weapon cache. What do I get? Start combat with 30 armor and gain 5 and winded every turn. Alright, let's just put you both in medium armor for now. Because that leaves us with the light armor and the heavy armor. Plus, I've got it in my inventory, so I can swap it out if necessary. Arena. Bet on combat. No, I get money this way. Execute. You dispatch the militia guards with ease. However, one mouse is left begging at your feet for his life. Okay. You meander through the narrow passages of the city when you hear a command from behind. Halt! What's your business? You and your men take down the guards in a swift response with ease. One mouse remains, trips and falls into the corner. Please! Have mercy! I was just doing my job. What should we do? Let him go, ruin a card. You know what? Mercy, why not? The mouth breathes a heavy sigh of relief. Thank you. I don't know what to say. I don't have much, but please take one of these as a sign of my thanks. Sure. Elite fight or regular fight? Wonder which I'm going for. When we're on half health. Okay. Go. That guy dies thanks to the mega poison, and I love that mega poison. It's very good poison is the mega poison. You're both attacking him. You were both attacking him. Oh, that hurts. Right, we win. He dies, he bleeds. Good job. We are very low on health right now. Pincer, deal 8 damage, apply 2 charge to another ally. Cool. Heavy Patrol, Elite, Blackfoot Agents. I don't want a fucking pecking fight. Right. Now, do I want to just hire someone immediately? Or heal up? Generally, more people leads to better... I've never had a wolf. I didn't know I was allowed wolves. Quarterstaff. Deal 4 damage X times for each banished card. Banished. That is ridiculous with these bloody whatchamacallits. Yeah, I'll take you, Grey. Good job. Welcome. Right, hold up. It definitely feels weird putting the person with the shield in the back, but they are lacking health. Also, the wolf has just naturally higher vitality. For some reason. Do certain races have naturally higher vitality over others? So there is actual certain advantages to being certain characters. Hi, Sledge. Good to see you again. Let's kick your ass. What's your ability? This player may play another character's wielded another character's wielded card, weapon or talent. Or talent. That is quite effective if it's or talent as well. Cool, that guy dies. Round 1, one guy's dead. Perfect. Hey, you're only meant to bleed if it does apply bleed if it did vitality damage. Alright, we start bleeding Sledge. There we go. Alright, you're doing 6 damage in front of you. That doesn't matter. Because most importantly, you're just permanently bleeding now. Unable to lose any. Go. Right, you're doing a peck ton of damage. Hit him. Move him there. Then, I have chance to basically deal enough damage to him that he'll just die on his next turn. Alright then. There we go. He's dead. Right, go. The bear bleeds out. Now it's just time for their otter, for whom we are going to beat their ass. It's a shame the acid only applies the whatchamacallit poison if they actually deal enough damage. Let's see, the game gave me superior medium armor and superior light armor, so I might as well just replace the armors I have. Gain a card. Carnage. Ruin a card in hand. Deal 8 damage and 3 bleed. Every time you play this card, increase the damage is increased by 8 and bleed is increased by 3. You know what? Fine. I've not seen these ruins, and I keep getting these ruin stuff. Let's see what how it works. Alright, hold up. You use that. You attack, and you attack. Right. Next. And you're still not gonna have enough to beat through. Either way, the man's dead to next turn, so... So screw you and your fury. Why is it I always get this never forget on the same turn that I get basically this solid footing? It's just not fair. Deal 5 damage, take 1 damage. By take 1 damage, I mean... Yeah, it means take 1 damage to armor. Okay. You. Use this ability and swap with him, allowing you to thus then do a little bit of that. Oh goody, they're dead. Well, one's dead. And not the one that you'd expect to be dead. Well, now I can just end, so bye. I need to put that weasel at the front. Quick hands. Oh yes, about time I had a draw cards ability. Alright, my weasels, it is time to level up. What options do we have for our passives? Brawler. At the end of turn, if 3 or more enemies are intending to attack this target, gain anticipation. Whenever this character ruins a card, spawn a rend to your hand. Swindle. Whenever this character attacks an enemy, gain 5 florins. Ha. What about you? Gain 5 rage when someone dies. We don't want people to die. At the start of their turn, all stacks of bleed on this character are converted to vitality and removed. Oh. So you're a character that wants to bleed, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, that sounds good to me. And I think it's time to upgrade your willpower. As for you... I'm actually going to go with Brawler, because you're the one with the shield. Right. Moving on. The Priest. Quick round. Or Scruples. Yeah, let's go for the Scruples. I remember this. We need to save the person, right? Yes. This was possibly a mistake. Quick hands. Ooh, quarterstaff. Oh, if only I could use that when you don't get this! Oh, wait, that banishes once I use it? Oh, yeah, then screw that. Brawler. Interesting. Why did you get Brawler? You only had 2 people attack. King you. Okay. Getting these terrible wounds is really good when I'm working with these whatchamacallit. I'm actually kind of interested if I can find these ruin cards that are able to, you know, cause me to bleed so he can use them. And you get him, and you get the brawler again. I don't quite get it. Does having 3 people on a line where you can't hit them count as anticipation? Or something? Right, you're dead next round. Goodbye. Ow. Ow. That is a crap ton of bleed you just did to us. I really do not like how much bleed we have. I really, really do not. Huh. I reckon this will one-shot you. Goodbye. Yeah, there's a reason why I'm going to keep that comboed with the lovely little rodents, the lovely little weasels that I have. In fact, we have now just one. Goodbye. Now bleed to die. It says the weasels like to whatchamacallit. Poison. But they clearly like to bleed just as much. Now 500 experience for everyone. Yes, please. It means that our little wolf here levels up. What does he get? When this character gains armor, +5 armor. Cool. Whenever you discard, spawn a flourish. I don't think he can discard when he ruins. No, let's give him impervious. I think he's gonna need that. And then extra stamina. Right. Well, now we get another fight where the weasels are gonna level up once again. I just realized impervious applies to the front armor too. I've got heavy armor. Okay, I know what I'm doing with you, Mr. Wolf. Hold up. Don't you worry. And there we go. Almost dead, not quite. But enough where he's dead now, so it doesn't matter. Goodbye. The dot damage is so powerful. It really is. Deal 6 damage for each ruin card in hand. Okay. Bloodlust, deal 3 damage. If target dies, draw 3 cards. Solid footing. I'm not sure I need any of those, actually, if I'm honest. Alright, you two. What cards do you get? Sulfuric Bomb. I love that one. What about you? You also get one. Double the bomb. I like it. Let's now increase your stamina. We're then going to go here and go into equipment, look at our heavy armor and think, I wonder if the wolf would like that. I mean, probably not, because the winded now means he can't use his special ability. But we just need him to level up one more time and we can fix that. Hello, provisions. What have you got? Remove whatchamacallit, winded. Yeah, okay. Shadows. Some sinister figures follow you through the streets, casting tall shadows on the alley walls. I have 3 turns to do something about that, so let's have a regular combat first. Get a bit more XP, a bit more gold, all that stuff, good stuff. And then from there we'll think about what happens. So I really love this Weasel ability, just because it's so easy to get a big chunk of damage out. Yeah, he gets 10 armor around, thanks to Impervious. That is nuts. Alright. One little dagger. You're both attacking him. Oh, goody. Invigorating Strike works really well if we have a good way to get charge. But we don't. Which is the issue. But otherwise, from that, we're generally pretty good with all the dot damage we deal. I quite like the look of Tensions, personally. It definitely feels like one of those decent cards. What have we got? Gambler, Angry Mob. Alright, let's confront these stalkers. What's this about? You quickly turn a corner in a narrow passage and wait for the stalkers to follow you in. Suddenly, the figures burst from the other side of the alley, catching you off guard. Clippers, Gale assassins infamous for their arsenal of poison weapons. Gain envenomed. One of them dives towards you, blade outstretched. You manage to glimpse a vial of green liquid on the inside of their cloak. Viper's breath. Smashing it on the ground would have you suffer a toxic cloud, but might deter your opponents. Gain envenomed. A random opponent in your next 3 combats starts with Miasma. Miasma, whenever you draw an additional card, apply 1 poison to a random opponent. Ticks down by 1 each turn. You know what? I kind of don't see the threat there, but I want to try the elite combat. We haven't really ever fought any. Oh, there's only 2 of them. Alright, well, let's do this kind of fun and smart. Just go. Well done, you swap sides. Let's see how useful that actually is for you. Congratulations, one of you is dead. So elite, aren't you? Are you unaffected by the envenom or the retaliate because you're using completely ranged abilities? Frenzied Gouge. Gain Hysterical. Deal 5 damage, apply 5 bleed. Hysterical. When applied, this character loses all armor and cannot receive more whilst they have Hysterical. Attacks reduces by 1 each turn. I mean, that enables me to win, so... There we go. All party members gain 3 bleed. Apply double your party's total bleed to the target. What other equipment do we get? Assassin's Dagger. Deal 8 damage. Apply 3 poison. When dual-wielding daggers, apply +2 poison. Oh! I'm sorry, but dual-wielding daggers is just too much like a weasel. I need to get you a big, nice, strong, solid weapon. And now I can get Akimbo. Nice. I should also probably swap around your weapons so that your primary weapon is the Assassin Dagger for 8 damage. I'm also going to give our Archer the superior light armor, because I don't think he needs the health or the armor as badly. Vagrant. An old scarred wolf sits on his margins on the of the road, a cloth outspread to catch spare change. Hey, you! Yeah, you! I can't see much of anything anymore, but I know a fellow soldier when I see one. Help me out and I'll show you something that's kept me alive all these years. Reroll a talent, donate a skill. Sure. Why not? Problem is, what skill should I donate? I don't know if I lose the upgrade token if I donate him this. So let's find out. Reroll a talent. I'll reroll that one, please. Because I don't think I need the relocate with a target ally anymore. Huh, another bomb. Incursion. Actually, I think that works really well with my crossbow. Because it's a big, heavy-duty weapon. Oh, an ambush. Oh, I'm so scared. All you're going to do is level up my wolf. Oh, I don't have the shield at the moment. Bit concerning. But you've got all the attacks on you, so... do a bit of this. Do a bit of that. And then you can do a bit of that. Then, you can do a bit of this. Doing a bunch to him. And then you can do incursion. Doing more damage. And then more bleed. Meanwhile, you bleed that one. Perfect. Right. Now you're attacking. Yeah. The 5 poison with that attack is quite nice. I'm not gonna lie. Just using up all of my... wow. Whatchamacallit? Bleed the way I am is kind of nice. Right, there we go. We win. Setup is just a good card, because it draws more cards. Hey Grey, you can finally upgrade your stamina so you can guarantee using Banish whenever the hell you want. Good work, chap. Baptism of Fire. Discard up to 1 card. Convert an ally's bleed to restoration. If you discard it, times 2 restoration. Wow. Okay. Into the fray. Deal weapon damage. If target has vulnerable, you may discard a card. If you do, character's rank plus 15 armor. I like the wolves. Oathkeeper. Deal 6 damage and apply 2 vulnerable. The next 4 times this card is played each combat, permanent damage increases by 2 permanently. So if I play it 4 times in a combat, it increases permanently. Well, I doubt I'm going to manage to do that. So it's basically this or this. So it's a case of how much do I reckon I'm going to bleed, and how much do I want to just... how much do I think I'm going to be able to inflict vulnerable? And I think I'd rather take this, because it's a way of getting rid of bleed. Right. Blackfoot Stash. Let's see what this is about. Remove a card. I'm honestly not convinced about removing a card. Yeah, I'll take a random combat for a little more experience. And money. Well, this character is above 60 armor, they cannot bleed. Okay, then. Right. That is annoyingly awkward. And I hate you. Ah, so close. Well, I suppose I can do this. There. Now you're dead. And I don't have to worry. Oh yeah, I forgot you had the brawler. You're actually a really frontliney rogue, and that's kind of weird, to say the least. Ow. You. Attack him. Apply the charge to him. Who then does Invigorating Blow. Which didn't do enough damage. Somehow. Right, big boss dude is finally bleeding. Glorious. You are about to ouch. Very ouch. I don't know how you took that much damage. Oh wait, he's got charge. Never mind. Makes sense all of a sudden. My poor little weasel there. What? Just let him kill you. Die. Double team. Always the double team. I like double team. Amazing ability. Right, crossroads. Sure. Regular combat. I hope I can get a chance to heal before... Really? Why is it all on him? Right. One of you goes to hell. Netted. Netted. Bomb explodes. Where's all my armor? I legit just don't get it right now. I have armor cards. Where the Christ are they? Oh. Oh, okay, sure, he bled. How did he bleed? There was no explanation for him bleeding. You fucking twit of a game! Fuck off! And don't just suddenly make up rules! Hey! Fucking die. You cheating little bastards. Burrows has died. Yeah, no crap! Weapon belt. When this character whenever you draw this character's weapon card, spawn a concealed blade to hand. Toxic. Whenever this character receives damage, the attacker receives one thing. Those are both garbage. But I will take the toxic, upgrade his willpower. And then you can proceed to fuck off straight to hell. Merchant in trouble. Defend the merchant. I do not care. Mirror an opponent's armor. I like it. I don't care enough. This is more important, because that's how I get more people. The Hunter Castor. A beaver brandishing a crossbow, almost as large as his torso, stands between two broad palisades flanking the edges of the street. No, he doesn't. Whenever you select a campaign card, this card moves to its lane. This card will automatically trigger after you make 2 more choices. Oh! In that case, let's make 2 more choices. As you approach the palisades, the beaver cocks the fanged crossbow with a wicked grin. The closer you got, the more that juggling of your belts and buckles started to sound like bags of gold dancing towards me. I'm sure you got a heart of gold, doing what you're doing for good reasons. But I don't care, friend. I'm gonna tear that gold from your chest. You best try and keep that heart in your chest. So what's this? Barricade. When targets behind this unit are attacked, the damage is reduced by stacks of barricade and dealt to this unit instead. Entrenched. Okay. Deadeye. Whenever this character attacks, increases Deadeye by +5. What does Deadeye do? You don't exactly answer that question. Stop bleeding, you twit. I'm fucking sorry. What? Did he just flat out just do vitality damage instead to us. Right then, if you wouldn't mind, would you kindly proceed to, I don't know, just plain bleed and heck off? Okay. I would love another akimbo, but I'll take a double team in case I can get another wolf or whatnot. Casca's crossbow. Deal 15 damage to vitality. Spawn a reload wielded by this character in your discard pile. If one does not exist, reload. Move this character's primary weapon card from anywhere to the top of the draw pile. Yes! I like that. My Weasel will take the upgrade, thank you. That's a really cool trick. Courage, a chance to improve. Oh, thank you. We don't have enough health. You know, we would be completely fine if the game didn't just decide that it wanted to ignore my it didn't want to give me any whatchamacallit cards. Defensive cards for my lovely little for my Weasel. You know what'd be nice? If when the description says deal bleed damage, if it does vitality damage, it actually only did the bleed once it did vitality. You know, I'm so glad you convert bleed into health, but what about him? He doesn't. Well, 11 cards have been banished, and I can't banish any more in my current hand. So surprisingly less effective than I had hoped it would be. So ironically, the wolf is really good in a team that's paired up with a bunch of other people of the same species, because the wolf can use all of their abilities. Alright, Gray, you leveled up. What passive did you get? Stark. Whenever this character plays a card costing vitality or uses their ability, they gain 10 vitality. Very useful. Unholy. Flow. Whenever this character plays a talent, one random card in your hand becomes 0 stamina cost this turn. I mean, cool and all, but unholy. Gain dogged prisoners. These are the cells where the informant's family are being held. If we are to find our way into the keep, we must break them out. Okay. You burst into the prison to find several heavy cell doors flanking the far wall. As you approach, you notice a crude pair of foot... Can I just do something real quick? Yeah, let's just do that. Yeah. A crude pair of crow's foots carved into the center 2 doors. Your targets. As you lower yourself to the heavy padlock door, you hear the clamoring of guards. Enter combat. Fine, whatever. Disarmer. Whenever you play a weapon card of some sort. Okay. Fancy. Hey, you know what's fancier? Oh yeah, I forget Winded doesn't let me actually... Or Vigor doesn't let me play a card I don't actually have the stamina to play in the first place. Because reasons. Goodbye. Right. What have we got? The flanking strike. Deal weapon damage. If the only opponent in lane, plus 10 damage. You know what? I do have some very powerful weapons right now. Swiftly after the last body hits the floor, you hold the door open and the informant's wife timidly clambers out. You guide her into the corner as you hear the second group of footsteps hurrying down the corridor. Fine, more guards. Guess we're just gonna have to murder them too. Bleh. Hey look, boom, you're dead, goodbye. I like Caster's bow. Caster's bow is a really good weapon. You burst a second door open and a young wolf rushes out over to their mother. You explain to the informant's wife the plan of escape and where they must hurry in secret to meet their husband. Urgently hurrying down the two down the narrow alley, you bid them a bit adieu as you head into the scurrying street. Cool. Cool and all. Let's get some teammates. Just before we end... Hey look, another wolf. Billhook. Ooh, a nice one. Deal 3 damage X times for each stack of bleed on the target. Oh, those poor sorry fuckers. Frail. Deal 8 damage to vitality and apply 3 bleed. Discard a card. That's really good as well. Wrathful. At the start of their turn, if this character has less than 30% vitality, they gain 1 rage. Ooh, I like it. Alright, well, let's see. I want the wolf, because I like this wolf. The look of this wolf. But then it's a question of, do I want the weasel, who I know I like, or the bear, who has just a good weapon and a good shield? And is also a brawler, making him a good frontliner. In all fairness, that concentration is a good ability. But the frail is just so useful, but the billhook moves people. I think I'll take the weasel just because I've got the what am I calling? Double team. And I've got double wolf, and now I'm going to have double weasel to make it work extra effective. I am just short of getting the bear, which is actually annoying. We now have 4 members, 2 wolves and 2 weasels. Needless to say, the weasels are in the back and the wolves are at the front. Despite this wolf having light armor, he has brawler, which makes him good. I can also just give him medium armor. Or, you know, swap him with the weasel to give him the extra medium armor. Yeah. The double billhook is kind of interesting, though. The arterial rupture is just going to be nuts with the double weasel. Honestly, impervious with heavy armor, though, is very nice. And I like this unholy trait. Should I do this now? Or should I leave it till next time? Because you know what? I think I'm going to leave it to next time. Join me next time when we continue on our track to whatever the final boss may be. And, you know, once and for all put an end to this with the wolves and the weasels. But, everyone, I'm afraid that until the next time, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.